Let's move on to our next stock, which is Google, I think it is. Now, Google, of course, came out of the left field, and it's all about search, but it has become like a utility. It's the default starting point for every single web search. It's also a massively profitable advertising platform because, of course, particularly in countries like the US, people pay in order to be profiled in the search results. If you're searching for car insurance or for, some sort of other product. And even here locally, if you are someone selling like glazing services in Johannesburg, if you type that into the Google search string, you'll be getting those results and people are being charged for that. It's got other businesses too, though. Of course, Gmail, it's got YouTube, it's got the Android platform that Rowan referred to earlier. Let's look at its basic business metrics. There we have a market cap of $515 billion. So that puts it in the number 2 spot, just behind Apple. Average volume is one thing. Price to earnings ratio, yes, that's what I want. 31.16, so that's high. And dividends, it doesn't pay dividends. It's still in super profit mode. How do you feel about them?
Yeah, so these guys really have captured the digital advertising space. And as we'll see, that is a major area of growth. And that's really through those properties that they own. They've got 5 properties that have more than 1 billion users. And really, those users are eyeballs that they can sell advertising into.
In a focused and directed way, and in a reverse auction technology, which makes people bid for that space.
Yeah, so, and amazing technology, use of AI, augmented intelligence, really to be on the cutting edge, leading edge of the digital world. And consumers engage with them either knowingly or unknowingly every day through their involvement with the internet, with their mobile phones. They're really pervasive as an organization.
And because of that reach, they're then able to bolt on other services and provide things like, hosting, Google Drive. Some of their other ventures they know are further out and not necessarily going to result in immediate profits, but they have that kind of technology-driven culture that allows them to invest in these kind of businesses. But here's my question. How come this one gets to be on a 30 PE and no one bats an eyelid? Do you think they're going to just be able to just deliver new business streams and incredible growth from emerging markets where advertising is really still in its infancy, etc.?
Yeah, so I think they're very defensive as a business. They've got very high barriers to entry. They own these properties. They are the future YouTube. They're only starting to monetize. And if we think of Google, they're really a software and services
and YouTube,
business.
Wow, you just see YouTube videos all over the place now. People sharing them on WhatsApp and, the commercial stuff. So you see an app in presence thing, which turns out to be an ad for Visa for the Olympics, and Visa's paying a bomb for that, and Google's making the money. Let's have a look at the share chart. So what we've got here is a bit of a truncated one, but it's because what happened with Google is that they firstly changed the holding company name to Alphabet, but then left the share code, and then did the stock split where you got Google's and Google L's, Google's Class A, Class C. It doesn't really matter because it's kind of like Vestact with 2 classes of stock. But that's why you can only see there literally the last sort of 2 years worth. But you can see that it has really stepped up recently, and that's partly because they got a new CFO who got a little bit more better with the transparency, and they indicated they weren't going to spend too much money on these other projects. Okay, anyway, enough of that. Hot or not? Like Google?
Like it hot.
So you reckon Google's the kind of stock you've got to have in a portfolio because of its dominant position in that world?
Yeah, that's right.
I agree, absolutely. I own those, so do our clients. Good, yes, 2 hots on that one.